If you could reprogram your mind for success, adjusting your perception to align with the flow of the universe and naturally attract opportunities, would you do it? The truth is, your mind is already programmed. But the real question is, who wrote that code? From the moment we are born, we are influenced by mental patterns, beliefs, and interpretations that shape how we perceive reality. But here's something even deeper. Your mind doesn't just filter information, it directly interacts with the energy of the universe. Everything you observe, feel, and believe generates a vibration, and that vibration either aligns or misaligns you with the natural flow of abundance and infinite possibilities. What many don't realize is that success isn't a random event. It's a reflection of the frequency you are vibrating at. The human mind doesn't record the world neutrally. It reinforces what you observe most frequently, and that manifests as your reality. If your attention is constantly focused on difficulties and obstacles, your mind generates a vibration that attracts more similar experiences, perpetuating a cycle of limitations. But if you train your perception to recognize opportunities, growth patterns, and expansion, your brain begins to operate differently, and your reality reorganizes effortlessly as if you were being guided by a higher intelligence. This happens because your mind and energy are always in dialogue with the universe. What you observe, feel, and believe sends a signal, and the universe responds with experiences that reflect that internal vibration. In the next few minutes, you will learn how to program your mind to align with success, harmonizing your perception with the frequency of abundance and unlocking a new level of consciousness. You will discover powerful techniques to replace limiting patterns and access a mental and energetic state that puts you in the natural flow of the universe. The key to this transformation lies in what you choose to observe, the energy you emit, and how your mind processes that information. And that's exactly what we'll understand now. What you observe defines your success. Your mind doesn't just process information, it constantly interacts with the energy of the universe, shaping your reality according to what you observe most frequently. This means that your perception of the world isn't neutral, but rather a reflection of the vibration you reinforce daily. Every thought and observation emits a frequency that either aligns or misaligns with the universe's natural flow. When your mind becomes accustomed to noticing patterns of limitation, that frequency intensifies and reflects in your experiences. But when you train your perception to recognize signs of growth, expansion, and harmony, you tune your energy to a higher vibrational field where opportunities flow naturally. Now think about this. Two people can experience the same situation but perceive completely different realities. What differentiates each person's experience isn't just their mindset, but also the level of consciousness and vibration they are tuned into. If someone is conditioned to observe difficulties, their energy will adjust to that frequency, attracting experiences that reinforce that pattern. But if someone has learned to direct their observation toward possibilities and growth, their vibration will begin to align with the universe's flow, allowing new doors to open effortlessly. What does this mean? That the way your mind perceives reality isn't an absolute truth. It's an energetic creation that manifests based on what you choose to observe and feel. Now ask yourself, are you training your mind to notice growth or to validate limitations? What has been receiving your attention most of the time? Is your observation aligned with the frequency of what you want to manifest? The secret to shifting your perception isn't about forcing positive thinking, but rather about intentionally adjusting your vibration to see and feel what previously went unnoticed. If your mind has been reinforcing scarcity patterns, your energy will tune into that vibration and your experience will reflect it. But if you begin to redirect your attention to signs of growth and possibilities, your mind and energy field will naturally reorganize, attracting situations aligned with this new reality. Now that we understand how the mind filters reality and connects with the universe, a crucial question arises. How can we recondition this perception so that our mind and energy fully align with success? In the next few minutes, you will learn how to reshape your mental programming so that your observation becomes a bridge to a new reality, where the universe directly responds to your inner vibration. Identifying what defines your success. If your mind truly shapes your reality, then the most important question is, what is influencing this programming right now? Everything you perceive, feel, and absorb not only affects your way of thinking, but also adjusts the vibrational frequency of your mind to the flow of the universe. What you observe and reinforce frequently becomes the foundation of your experience and the way the universe responds to you. Most people believe their thoughts are entirely their own, but in reality, the mind functions as an energetic mirror, reflecting the influences it receives daily. The way you perceive the world today is not fixed. It has been built through what you have repeatedly observed, consciously or unconsciously. Now think about this. If your mind is always absorbing external patterns, what type of information has been predominant in your life? What you consume, the conversations you have, the content you watch, and even the energy of the people around you. All of this is shaping your perception and aligning your vibration with the reality you experience. If you are surrounded by stimuli that reinforce limitations, your mind will align with that energy. You may desire a better life, but your vibration will remain in a state that prevents this change from manifesting. However, when you adjust your observation to absorb references aligned with growth, your mind and energy begin to operate at a higher level. The way you see life changes, not because external circumstances have immediately changed, but because your alignment with the universe has been adjusted to a new pattern. But this programming is not only external, it also comes from within. The way you see yourself, how you interpret your experiences, and the level of worthiness you feel. All of this defines the vibration you are emitting. If internally you believe that success requires extreme effort, that you are not worthy of receiving more, or that you will always be limited by circumstances, your energy will reflect this to the universe, and the responses you receive from reality will align with that belief. Now pause for a moment and reflect. What external influences have been shaping your thoughts lately? Is the way you see yourself pushing you forward or holding you back? Are you absorbing content and ideas that strengthen your alignment with abundance or reinforce scarcity? Your brain is constantly learning, but it does not only learn at a logical level, it absorbs vibrational and emotional patterns. This means that if you are not aware of the programming being installed, external and unconscious forces will do it for you. The most important question then is not just, how is my mind programmed right now? But rather, what frequency am I reinforcing through my daily observation? In the next few minutes, you will learn how to modify this influence and reconfigure your mental and energetic alignment to unlock a new level of perception and connection with the universe. The power of conscious observation and mental reprogramming. If your mind is constantly absorbing information and patterns, then mental reprogramming does not begin with trying to change your thoughts by force. It begins with how you observe and interact with the energy of the universe. Everything in the universe operates in vibrational patterns, and your mind not only receives this information, but also influences reality around you according to what you choose to perceive. Many people try to change their lives without realizing they remain tuned into the same frequency as before. They desire prosperity but continue reinforcing patterns of scarcity with their daily observation. They want transformation, but their perception is still trapped in the same past conditioning. This misalignment between desire and perception creates resistance, preventing change from occurring fluidly. The universe responds to what you vibrate, and your vibration is a direct reflection of what you observe and believe to be real. Now reflect on this. What has been capturing your attention lately? The human mind has a fascinating characteristic. It adjusts to what you observe frequently until it becomes your internal truth. This means that before even changing your thoughts, you need to train your awareness to see new possibilities and tune your energy to what you want to manifest. Conscious observation is the first step to achieving this. When you start noticing how your mind is capturing and interpreting information, your frequency changes automatically. This is the moment you become aware of the energy you're emitting and ask yourself, am I paying more attention to limitations or possibilities? Are the information and content I consume daily elevating my vibration or draining my energy? What has my mind been validating as truth without questioning it? Many people live on autopilot, unaware that they are perpetuating the same vibration every day. This repetition strengthens an energetic field that, over time, manifests as recurring experiences in physical reality. That is why reprogramming your mind is not about repeating motivational phrases. It is about consciously directing your observation to a new vibrational pattern. When you begin to observe reality in a different way, your energy shifts and starts attracting new experiences aligned with that perception. If someone has always focused on failures and difficulties, their mind has built an energetic field that resonates with those situations. However, if that same person deliberately starts noticing patterns of growth, abundance, and expansion, their energy reorganizes, attracting new opportunities and possibilities. This is the true power of conscious observation, not just modifying mental structure, but also realigning your vibrational frequency with what you want to manifest. Now, the big question is, how can you make this process natural so that your mind automatically sees success and opportunities, and your energy remains tuned to this reality? In the next few minutes, you will learn a powerful method to train your mind to identify the right patterns and tune your vibration to the frequency of success, rewriting how your reality manifests. The key to a new programming. If you've ever tried to change a habit or transform your way of thinking, you may have noticed that the mind resists sudden changes. This happens because, in addition to operating through patterns reinforced over time, it is also tuned to a specific energetic frequency. But here's the secret. The mind doesn't just learn, it adapts to what you consistently expose it to. Just as a river shapes itself to the bed it flows through, your mind reorganizes itself according to the stimuli and energy it is repeatedly exposed to. And when this happens, your personal vibration also adjusts, creating a new field of reality around you. Mental reprogramming doesn't have to be a difficult process. The secret lies in how your mind aligns with the energetic environment and repeated experiences. Now think about this. How does the universe respond to a vibrational field? The answer lies in continuous exposure and energetic resonance. Just as your mind learns through repetition, the universe responds to your predominant vibration, manifesting situations that match the energy you sustain daily. Now apply this idea to the concept of mental programming. If for years your mind has been conditioned to see scarcity, limitation, and difficulties, it has created an energetic field that reflects that perception. But that doesn't mean this vibration can't be altered. It simply means that your mind needs to be exposed to a new pattern progressively and consistently. The brain has a principle called neuroplasticity, which allows it to reorganize based on new information and experiences. Similarly, your energy also adjusts to what you choose to observe and consciously reinforce. Now, how can you use this to align your mind and vibration with success and flow with the universe? The answer lies in strategic exposure and energetic tuning. Instead of trying to change all your thoughts and patterns at once, the most effective approach is to feed your mind and vibrational field with new references progressively and repetitively. Everything in the universe operates by resonance. If you surround yourself with information that reinforces scarcity, worry, and difficulties, your energetic field will adjust to that vibration. But if you start consuming content and experiences that strengthen growth, abundance, and expansion, your mind and vibration will begin to operate on a different level. Now imagine two people exposed to different stimuli. The first spends the day surrounded by negative news, worry-filled conversations, and an atmosphere of scarcity. Their energy tunes into that vibration, and their mind only reinforces the perception that reality is difficult and limited. The second is in an environment where there are positive references, uplifting content, and interactions that strengthen a belief in progress and abundance. As a result, their mind begins to identify patterns of opportunity, and their energy adjusts to attract situations that match that vibration. Even if both start with the same initial mental programming, What each one absorbs daily will create a cumulative effect, altering their energetic alignment and consequently their future experiences. Now pause for a moment and reflect. What have your mind and energy been absorbing most frequently? Are the information, environments, and interactions you expose yourself to daily elevating or lowering your vibration? Are you consciously choosing references that strengthen your alignment with the universal flow of abundance? When you start actively observing what your mind and energy are consuming and adjust this exposure, your mental and vibrational reprogramming happens naturally and without excessive effort. Now that you understand this process, the question arises, how can you accelerate this change and ensure that your mind and vibration remain constantly aligned with the reality you want to manifest? In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to strengthen this new alignment and create an energetic and mental field that enhances your transformation. The environment you create defines your mental programming. If your mind learns and adapts to what you repeatedly reinforce, then the environment around you not only influences your thoughts, but also directly affects your energetic vibration and your connection with the universe. Many people try to change their beliefs and internal patterns without realizing they are still surrounded by influences that sustain their old way of thinking and vibrating. This misalignment creates invisible resistance. While the mind seeks evolution, the energy around them continues reinforcing the previous frequency. Now stop and reflect for a moment. Is the environment you're in strengthening or blocking your evolution? Here, the environment doesn't just mean your physical space. It also includes the content you consume, the energies you interact with, the internal dialogues you reinforce daily. Everything around you is constantly sending stimuli to your mind and adjusting your energetic frequency. What you absorb, feel, and observe frequently shapes the reality you manifest. The universe responds to what you emit, and your vibration is directly affected by the external stimuli you receive. If you are surrounded by heavy information, worry-filled conversations, and chaotic environments, your vibrational frequency will be impacted by those influences. So what happens if you want to change but remain surrounded by references that sustain an old pattern? Your mind may try to think differently, but your energy will still be tuned to the previous vibration. On the other hand, when you consciously choose to surround yourself with stimuli that elevate your vibration and reinforce the reality you want to create, your mind and energy align with that transformation. Now let's dive into the 3 essential pillars for aligning your environment with your new mental and vibrational programming. First pillar, what you consume defines your energetic frequency. The information you absorb is not just entertainment or distraction, it is nourishment for your mind and an energetic signal to the universe. If you expose yourself to content that emphasizes limitation, difficulties, and fear, your mind and vibration will adjust to confirm that reality. But if you feed your consciousness with information that expands your perception and strengthens your alignment with the universe, your energy will adjust to attract new opportunities. This applies to everything. The books you read, the videos you watch, the content you follow on social media. Each of these elements is programming your mind and adjusting your vibration. Now ask yourself, is what I consume daily raising my frequency or limiting my expansion? Second pillar, the energies around you influence your reality. Have you ever noticed that after spending time with certain people, your thoughts and emotions seem to shift? This happens because the energy around you directly affects your vibrational field. If you are surrounded by people who constantly complain, see problems in everything, and reinforce patterns of scarcity, your mind and vibration will be pulled into that frequency. Now imagine if you were in an environment where interactions focused on growth, solutions, and consciousness expansion. Naturally, your mind would align with that higher vibration, making your mental reprogramming easier. This does not mean cutting ties with everyone around you. It means balancing your influences and seeking interactions with people who already embody the energy you want to strengthen within yourself. Remember, you don't just receive energy, you also emit energy into the universe. What you absorb becomes what you transmit. Now reflect, are the energies you're connecting with helping elevate your vibration or keeping you stuck in the past? Third pillar, the physical space you inhabit reflects your mind. The physical environment where you spend most of your time not only influences your thoughts, but also the energy you carry daily. Disorganized spaces and chaotic environments send unconscious signals of disorder to your mind and energy field. But a space with clarity, organization, and elements representing what you want to manifest elevates your vibration and aligns with your new mental programming. The key is to transform your space into a reflection of the reality you want to create. Now ask yourself, does my physical environment reflect the vibration of the reality I want to live in? Now that you understand the impact of your environment on your mental and vibrational programming, the essential question arises, how can you ensure that your mind and energy remain aligned with what you desire, regardless of external circumstances? In the next few minutes, you'll learn strategies to solidify this new programming, ensuring that your vibration and mind stay tuned to the reality you want to manifest. How to make your new mental programming permanent. Changing the mind's programming isn't just about absorbing new information or creating a favorable environment. True transformation happens when this new way of thinking and feeling becomes part of your essence, working naturally without conscious effort. If your vibration defines the reality you manifest, then ensuring that your mind and energy remain aligned with success is fundamental for this transformation to be sustained in the long term. Now think about this. How many times have you tried to change a habit or mental pattern only to revert to the old behavior over time? This happens because, in the beginning, any change requires conscious effort, but over time, what once seemed difficult becomes part of your automatic system. This is the true process of reprogramming, turning something new into a natural reflection of your energy and thoughts. But how can you ensure that this reprogramming becomes a permanent new pattern in your mind and vibration? The answer lies in three fundamental principles: repetition, emotional involvement, and consistency. First principle: repetition. Your mind and energy adjust to what you reinforce. The mind and human energy field are shaped by repetition. Everything you think, feel, or observe frequently creates stronger connections in your brain and energetic field, making it a natural reflex. If you want your mental programming to align with success and expansion, you must constantly reinforce this new vibration and perception. This can be done in several ways: reflecting daily on what your mind and energy are absorbing, internally reaffirming the perceptions you want to strengthen, practicing selective observation, consciously choosing where to place your attention and energy. Every time you reinforce a new pattern of thought and vibration, it becomes stronger and more natural to your mind and the universe. Second principle: emotional involvement. What you feel defines your vibration. Simply repeating an idea without emotional involvement does not create lasting change. What truly consolidates a new mental pattern is the intensity of the emotion associated with it. If you tell yourself you can achieve something, but don't feel that truth internally, your mind and energy will not accept this new programming. Now, when you associate an intense and genuine emotion with this new belief, it becomes embedded in your energetic and vibrational system. This can be done by clearly visualizing your goals and allowing yourself to feel as if they are already happening. The universe doesn't just respond to what you think, it responds to what you vibrate. When you train your brain and energy to feel the transformation before seeing it physically, your reality adjusts to that frequency. Third principle: consistency. Your new frequency must be sustained. Many people begin changing their mental programming, but give up before it becomes natural. What determines whether a change will be permanent is not the intensity of the initial effort, but the consistency over time. When something becomes a mental and vibrational habit, it starts operating in the background without the need for conscious effort. Think of it as learning to tune into a new energetic frequency. At first, each thought and emotion requires attention, but over time, your mind and vibration adjust, and this new reality manifests effortlessly. If you sustain this new way of thinking and feeling for long enough, it will become your new vibrational pattern, and the universe will begin responding accordingly. Now that we have explored how to change any situation effortlessly, it becomes clear that what truly needs to change is not reality itself, but the way you observe it. Life does not resist transformation, but the mind often creates barriers that prevent the natural flow of events. When there is an intense desire for change accompanied by anxiety, fear, or frustration, this only reinforces the idea that the situation is rigid and difficult to alter. But as we have seen throughout this video, the secret is not in effort, but in conscious observation. When the mind stops fighting reality and begins to see it from a new angle, solutions appear, blockages disappear, and everything starts to flow naturally. The question that remains now is, how do you choose to observe your life from this moment on? You can continue to see difficulties and reinforce the same patterns, or you can allow your perception to expand and recognize new possibilities. The choice has always been in your hands. When observation changes, reality adjusts. If this message resonated with you, share this video with someone who also needs to hear it. And remember, life does not need effort to change. It only needs a new perspective.